All right, everybody. Hello and welcome to my presentation for Dressing for Success for Interviews. My name is Caitlin Garrison and I work at Career Services at Columbia Southern University. So we're going to go ahead and start with this. The presentation overall is to discuss some basic information about dressing for an interview, whether in person or on a video interview. Some of this information can seem like common sense, or it may just be a review for some, but it's always nice to have that little refresher to see if there's been any subtle changes in the world of interviewing. And some details can be slightly overlooked. So we're going to start with why is appearance important. First impressions say a lot about a person. Humans are very visual, so presenting yourself in a neat professional way is ideal. People hear and definitely see with their eyes. So if there's any slight distraction, you may not be heard when you're actually speaking because there may be a distraction from what is being seen. Obviously, with these photos, there's little slight distractions there, such as lipstick on the teeth or an oversized jacket. That could be an example of something that is a distraction being seen by the interviewer. And obviously, first impressions are very important, so you want to make that good first impression as stated. It's also a really good confidence booster if you are dressed how you want to be, because you're comfortable and you dress for the occasion. So I use that an example of going to the gym. You don't wear a suit to the gym, you wear performance outfits in order to perform to the best of your ability. So in the same situation of an interview, you want to put on that outfit that helps your performance be to the best of its ability. So to touch on some of the information, why are colors important? Are colors important at all? In the research that I've done, definitely colors can make a difference depending, but the science behind it all when you're researching can be a little bit confusing, but in the grand scheme of things, they can show some personality. And it can be a way that the interviewer remembers you in a positive or negative way, so that's also important to remember. In some of the science that you see, some colors mean good luck in certain cultures, and some just are stated not to wear for an interview. One of the main colors stated in research is orange. You'll see a lot of colors that are popular for interviewing, such as navy, black, white, charcoal. Those are simple. Those are popular colors in that sense, but you can wear a pop of color that is a way to show that personality. And again, you'll see red as a power color. You'll see purple as being regal or royal. Blues also as being calming. But in the research, you find all kinds of little fun facts. So again, comfort is key. Simple colors, nothing too flashy. Again, research the culture of the organization, and that can go a long way with what outfit that you're going to wear. But again, do keep in mind, if you wear something a little bit flashy, which is where that orange comes in, if don't wear that, that could be seen as a negative way. So as I stated previously, researching the culture of the organization can go a long way with your interview outfit. So how does cultural fit determine that outfit of choice? But first, what is cultural fit? There's not an exact definition, so you can't go on dictionary.com and find a definition, but the basic meaning of someone having a cultural fit is an individual who has the same values, attitudes, beliefs as the organization. Basically, someone who's going to get along with everyone already working at the organization. So that's where researching the company is an important step, and this will allow a small insight on how the organization works internally. So look up the company on social media. Look at photos. watch video testimonials, see what the atmosphere is like, see what the employees are already wearing in that company, and that will give you an idea of what the whole interview process will be. It's also not a bad idea if you get a call from HR recruiting to ask what the dress code is going to be. That's also a really good indicator of what to wear in that situation. So we're going to go over a few definitions. So you've asked HR or recruiter what type of dress code the company or organization has. So that can be a little bit confusing. So we're going to kind of touch on each of these: business formal, business professional, business casual, smart casual, and casual. I'm going to go ahead and move to the next slide purely because there's some visual examples of some of these on there. So business formal is the highest level of professional attire, meaning suits are essential for both men and women in more conservative colors. And if you're going to wear accessories, make sure that they are polished. Maybe don't wear that very large statement piece necklace that jingles, or any bracelets that jingle. Anything like that can also be a distraction that can take away from the information that you're giving in your interview questions. So they're not going to be hearing that. They're going to be focusing on that shiny piece of jewelry or something of that nature that is distracting them. But business formal in itself is almost interchangeable with business professional, but there's some slight differences between the two. So with business professional, that means the clothes can be a little bit more relaxed. So for example, business formal would be requiring a suit, while business professional can include a little bit different, some work appropriate separates of sorts. But if you question it, it's always best to play it safe by dressing up a little bit, because you'd always rather be dressed up than underdressed in these situations. So again, business formal, suits, business professional, different work separates. That could, again, just to touch on that, could be, a blazer or a suit jacket, button-down shirt, suit pants, a tie, dress shoes. Also for women, could be a skirt or pantsuit with heels, something of that nature. And then business casual, that can mean many different things for many different companies, cities, or industries. It really is going to depend. That's where researching that company is going to come in handy on seeing what that definition may entail. But again, better to err on the side of caution and dress a little bit too formally than too casually. But business casual dress typically includes dress pants, slacks, or khakis, a dress shirt or blouse, open collar polo shirt. Ties are usually optional. You can do a seasonal sport coat as well. For women, it could be a dress, a skirt at knee length or below with a nice fitted blazer, also a nice blouse. Dress shoes are important. Shoes that are closed-toed, that covers the whole foot, not something that is necessarily a sandal or a flip-flop at the most casual level there, or a tennis shoe. In smart casual, this is a type of casual wear, but it's employing a higher level of clothing, so a higher quality of clothes that are still casual but well fitted in style, very nice fabric, something that's not see-through, something that has that nice quality as well. Again, doesn't mean that it's flashy or flamboyant. It's just slightly less formal than business casual or business professional, but it still has that really nice style there. Some people may call this their Sunday best, depending on what that Sunday best is. And then, of course, casual. Again, that is going to mean many different things to many different companies and organizations. And the main thing that you see with casual is comfortable within reason. Obviously not sweatpants. That would never be something to go into. Casual is not something that you're ever going to have in an interview. Just want to put that out there as well, but just for the definition's sake. It's more of usually a jean, and a jean that is not tore or ripped or have holes in them, usually a solid color, not faded in any way, shape, or form. Usually still a shirt with sleeves, even though there is a tank top in the example here of casual attire. Usually there is a more conservative definition for companies there. But again, as I've said 2 or 3 times, it's always wiser to dress on the nicer side, dress up versus be underdressed, and always dress on the conservative side rather than showing up underdressed. And again, check with HR, check with a colleague to determine what exactly casual may mean, or business casual in that sense. And finally, I'm going to go over a quick recap of what we have discussed here. So, appearance is important. It's always important, again, because humans are visual. You need to make sure that your appearance is neat for the interview, and it's always best to overdress a little than underdress at all. That's going to make that comfort level of yourself and what you're wearing, if you're underdressed, really decrease. And you want to be able to have the outfit on that you're comfortable in, that you feel good in, so you have that performance boost with confidence that you need. And then cultural fit. Do all the research that you can by reviewing that organization online. This helps in so many subtle ways of deciding what to wear for the interview and seeing what the employees are already wearing within that organization, so you can kind of tailor that accordingly. And finally, always research the dress codes for visual examples. There are small details that determine the differences between, as you can see, between some very small differences as previously stated, but it's always important to know where the line is. And that is going to conclude my presentation now. So if there are any questions, do let me know. If there are none, Career Services contact is on the screen. You can email at careerservices with an S at columbiasouthern.edu, or give us a call at 800-977-8449, direct extension 6551. I'm just gonna go see if there are any questions right now. Do not see that there are. So this concludes my presentation at this time. Thank you all for joining me today.